finish is amazing. I love it. I love it. Hello everyone and welcome to another beer review. Today we have my absolute favorite beer of all time, or at least it was up until I tasted the Red Wedding from Fanø Brewery. So now I want to taste the Trappist Rochefort 10 and kind of compare it a little bit to the Red Wedding and see how this scores compared to, or just in general scores, but also compare it, as I said, a little bit to the Red Wedding. I already did a review of the Trappist Rochefort 8, and I think I scored that at 9.5 back when I did that beer. So the Rochefort 10 is 11.3% alcohol. And that's 0.1 less than the Red Wedding, so pretty much the same. It cost around 40 Danish crowns for 33 centiliters, and 40 Danish crowns is about 4 pounds and maybe 4.5 euros dollars. So same price range as the Red Wedding. That was half a liter, and that was 68 Danish crowns, I believe. So pretty much the same price. They recommend serving this at 12 to 14 degrees Celsius. This is probably 11 or 12, I'm guessing, that range. So maybe a little colder than they recommend. The bottle color is good. I like these brown colored bottles. The shape of the bottle is a little bit boring, and the label is okay, but it's nothing spectacular. It's just okay. Sometimes sometimes when the label on the bottle is good, that also is a sign of that the contain inside the bottle is good. And sometimes it's the opposite. It's the other way around when they don't spend money and time and energy on making a good label and bottle. That's because they put everything into the actual beer. So this is of course made in Belgium. So of course Trappist beers are. Yeah. So let's taste this and see what happens. There's no sponsored content in this video, and as always, everything on this channel is just my opinion. It's a beautiful beer, quite a lot of head on it. The color, it's not as black as the Red Wedding. Of course, it's pretty much the same as the Chimay original, the Blue Run, the other Trappist beer. And the head is actually also pretty much the same. It has such a beautiful combination of sweetness, of bitter hops, and of fruitiness. That's what the palate, or the nose, immediately gives you. Yeah, fruitiness is the dominant part, and then there's sweetness from the malt and bitterness from the hops. Let's just look at what's in this. That could actually be pretty brewed with water, malted barley, sugar, wheat, starch, yeast, and hop. So, well, that was the same thing that was in the Chimay. the hops and the malted barley could of course be different kinds than the other. It tastes so good. It's so good. There's a little bit of wow, the aftertaste, the finish is amazing. I love it. I love it. So the palate actually has some power, flavor-wise, and it's sweet and it's fruity and a little bit of hops bitterness, but the sweetness from the barley malt and is there, and then fruitiness. I don't know how they get this fruit. Maybe that's the hops. Also, maybe that is actually the hops. So that, but it also has this tingly sensation. I talked about one of the Chimay had that, but this one has it as well. But it's a lot lower. It's a lot less, so it actually feels good. And then the finish is where this thing shines. In the beginning of the finish, first you get bitter hops, but only just a little bit, not too much. And after that, it's just coffee, bitterness, powerful, strong, maybe espresso even. Really strong. There's also licorice notes and chocolate notes. It's really good. It's as good as I remember it. And it's nothing like the Red Wedding. Nothing like the Red Wedding. Of course, power, both in alcohol and in flavor, they're similar because there's equal power. But the nuances and the aromas and the flavors complements each other in a different way. And it tastes very different. This one is, in my opinion, equally good. So the Red Wedding and the Rochefort 10 is for me equally good. I love them both a lot, and so this one is also a very big 10 for me. So the Trappist Rochefort 10, I rate it at a very big 10. So now I have two beers on this channel who rated 10, the Rochefort 10 and the Red Wedding I did a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with friends and family. Please do leave a comment down below. Especially do like the comments with the serious questions about what I do, what I drink, and also serious ideas about what to do next. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and maybe hit that bell button so you don't miss out. And also check out my Instagram account. It's Dunkeren_. It would really mean a lot to me if you give me a follow there as well. But only if you want to. But please do at least check it out. If you like what you see, follow me. Next videos is going to be next week. I won't have time. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But it's probably going to be... No, I actually don't know what it's going to be. Of course it's going to be beer, rum, or whiskey. So one of those three things. But you'll have to wait and see for next week. But for now, I will see you next time. Have a good weekend when you get there, and bye bye.